The whispering tail, an introduction to canine communication. Have you ever truly watched your dog's tail? It moves in so many ways. It is a constant source of movement. What does this dance actually signify? Is every single wag a simple sign of joy? Or is there a deeper, richer story being told? We often assume we understand. But the tail has many tales to tell us. A dog's tail is a key tool for communication. It is like their own special signaling flag. They use it to speak to other dogs. They also use it to speak to us humans. It conveys a wide range of emotions. It can show excitement, fear, or curiosity. Understanding this is vital for dog owners. It helps us to understand our furry friends better. Different wags carry very different meanings. A slow wag is not like a fast wag. A high tail speaks differently to a low tail. It is a complex and nuanced form of expression. Think of it as a dog's visual vocabulary. Each flick and twitch adds to the message. We must learn to read these subtle signals. Humans often interpret tail wags quite simply. We see a wag and think happy dog. Sometimes this is true, which is lovely, but sometimes it is not quite accurate. A wag can also indicate nervousness or even agitation. Learning the language of the tail is important. It helps us to avoid misunderstandings with our dogs. Decoding the wags. Speed, direction and height. The speed of a tail wag tells us a lot. A very fast, vigorous wag often shows excitement. Think of when you return home to your dog. Their tail might blur with speed and joy. A slow, hesitant wag can mean something else. It might show uncertainty or even apprehension. The pace truly matters in understanding their mood. The direction of the wag is also significant. Recent studies suggest something quite interesting. Wags biased to the dog's right side are positive. This might indicate happiness or friendly curiosity. Wags biased more to the dog's left side can show caution. It could be a sign of encountering something unfamiliar or unsettling. This asymmetry is a fascinating detail in dog communication. Tail position is another crucial element to observe closely. A tail held high often signals confidence or assertiveness. A tail held in a neutral, relaxed position is typical. It suggests the dog is calm and at ease. A low tail or one tucked between the legs shows fear. It can also indicate submission or stress. The height is a clear emotional barometer. When we combine these elements, we get a fuller picture. A high tail wagging broadly and fast is pure elation. A low tail with small, stiff wags suggests nervousness. A tail held straight out but quivering could be tension. Consider the whole body, not just the tail. But the tail is a very expressive starting point. Learning the language how puppies master tail talk. Puppies are not born automatically knowing how to wag. This behavior develops as they grow. It usually starts when they are about 3 to 4 weeks old. This is when they begin to interact more socially. They start to engage with their mother and littermates. The first wags are often small and a bit clumsy. Puppies learn the art of tail wagging through observation. They watch their mother communicate with her tail. They see their siblings wagging during play. This social learning is very important for them. They begin to associate certain wags with specific outcomes. For example, a wag might get them attention or food. This reinforces the behavior. As puppies practice, their tail wagging becomes more refined. They experiment with different speeds and positions. They learn what responses their wags elicit. During playful tumbles, their tails will be active. When approaching their mother for milk, a gentle wag might appear. This practice helps build their communication skills for life. It is important to remember dogs sometimes wag when relaxed. It is not always an active signal to another. A dog might be resting comfortably by your side. Their tail might give a slow, gentle sweep. This can be a sign of pure contentment. It is a quiet, peaceful expression of their current state. It shows they feel safe and secure. A tale of two species wagging and the dog-human bond. Tail wagging plays a very significant role. It greatly strengthens the bond between dogs and humans. It is a clear visual signal we can often see. We are naturally drawn to this expressive movement. It feels like a direct line of communication. It helps us feel connected to our canine friends. Humans often respond positively to a wagging tail. We tend to interpret it as a sign of affection. We might then offer pats, praise, or treats. This positive reinforcement encourages the dog. The dog learns that wagging can lead to good things from humans. This creates a lovely feedback loop of interaction. It deepens our mutual understanding. I encourage you to become a keen observer. Watch your own dog's tail movements carefully. wags. What happens before and after a particular wag, this observation will teach you so much about them. You will start to see patterns emerge. Understanding your dog's tail wags is truly rewarding. It leads to a much deeper connection with them. When we understand their signals, we can respond better. We can meet their needs more effectively. This makes for a happier dog and a happier human. The tail, in its many wags, helps bridge our worlds.